into news across the galaxy where they talk all things LA Galaxy with the Nag Boys. Let's start nagging.
What a ball for Ricky Peach.
News across the galaxy. Keep on nagging, guys. Your sixth-time MLS Cup champion.
All right.
Oh man! Hey guys, Edgar, Brian. I'm glad you guys put your gear away. You guys put it next to your Giants gear and your San Jose Earthquakes gear.
Bang, baby.
Bang, baby. Galaxy. My name is Eddie. As always, I'm joined with Brian, super substitute, sixth man of the year here, producer today. What's up, Brian?
What up? I'm just here. Very happy that Barcelona won. Very happy that the Niners won. So, whoop yours, Eddie.
Yeah, I know. I heard from all the ears in Bay Area.
Beat the Rams.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. Wear your fucking Giants and Earthquakes kits when you say that. And talking about people that have no sense of direction. What up, Edgar? Where's your gear at?
Hey, the Clippers won yesterday. So did the Kings. It's been a great weekend. Niners won. Look at that.
There you go, man. There you go again. Why don't you just keep the LA Extreme hat on instead?
You like it, huh?
Yeah, proper town, you know what I'm saying? As for me, thanks for asking. I'm doing good.
A cool hat, by the way.
What hat? Its name is Gucci.
You gonna serenade us?
No. Ricky. Oh, guys. So we're gonna make the most of it today. You know, not much has happened. Well, it's been a great show. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Anyways, yeah, we got a live studio audience here, by the way. This is the fancy, I don't know, some kind of recording studio. I couldn't come up with anything. I'm not that witty. Little tired. I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, I got this hat, which I got at Universal Studios. And once you get to this age, doing 20,000 steps, standing in line, and eating a bunch of junk food, takes a toll on you. So, sorry if I'm a little slow today. But we're gonna start with a little bit of news around the league. We talked about our chances and without Ricky now, but now we have to look at our chances with what's going on around the league. One, which I think it's a pretty impressive move by their front office and what it does to their midfield. Espinoza, out of nowhere, is now going to Nashville.
Yeah, that is very impressive. There was rumors of him looking for a house here in Los Angeles. There was a lot of speculation with him either going to the Noisy Neighbors or maybe a possibility at the LA Galaxy. We're looking at him, but al final he went to Nashville, and that's a great pickup for him.
What do you think, Edgar?
I just think it's funny how we're sitting over here trying to figure out how LA Galaxy can salvage another season without Ricky, right? And we're like, hey, let's take a look at the free agent list. And then when you look at the list of the top free agents that MLS had listed in December, you look down the entire list, everyone is gone. It's like when everybody lines up to play kickball, and like at the end, like everybody's gone, and you look around, and there's like just that one kid with the runny nose, just standing there, and you're like, we got to pick up him. So hopefully LA Galaxy can pick up somebody that's worth something,
Yeah. And sorry if my audio is a little off, guys. I'm in the mobile studio basically right now. Right before we went on, it sounded fine. But as live goes, sometimes you hit that little red button and it all goes haywire. So bear with us here. I'll try to work on it as we go. But man, you had to talk about the trio it creates, or even just a duo, right? Just him and Mukhtar. It's makes them sound like contenders, in my opinion. Well, it's kind of tough because they're in a really stacked East. I remember thinking when they let go of Shackelberg, I'm like, oh, what's going on there?
Yeah.
And Zimmerman.
the Zimmerman, but I guess they have an idea, right? They are planning on something. So, Guti, sir, talk to me, Jesus. Does this give Nashville any chance in the East against Messi and friends?
We'll get competition, hopefully. I never thought that the East was very with teams like East United and the Rebs. Those teams are horrible. Terrible. I mean, we'll see, hopefully with that signing, especially what you said to do it with Espinoza and Mukhtar. I like that. I like that a lot.
He likes that a lot.
So what? Okay, Nashville was able to take care of this signing, which is a good signing for MLS. I guess if you want to watch now in the East, they're going to be a little bit more competitive. But what were the chances that the LA Galaxy were actually trying to look at this player, since there was those rumors of him looking at a house in LA? Any possibility that the Galaxy even took a look at him in his contract?
Pretty sure. I think definitely because one thing LA Galaxy has been looking for is like somebody who can really put the ball in the net. And I know the biggest discussion last year was like, well, if it's not Ramirez, it's got to be Mateo Nascimento. And obviously, Nascimento was in and out of the lineup with injuries. And when he was there, he would show signs of something greater that we haven't seen yet. He's still a very raw product. But the question, hovering around him is like, how long do you want to wait? Do you want to, is he a project? Do you want to wait for him to really mature? It kind of happened like that with Dayon, where he came in and he showed what he could do, but it really took him a while to like really live up to his name. And do you want to do that with him? Or do you want to get somebody in who is going to score the goals? And Cristian Espinoza, somebody who could definitely score a lot of goals. But then all of a sudden he goes to Nashville, right? You're like, oh, what the hell? Some people I know on one Galaxy chat were saying, well, this guy hates the LA Galaxy anyway. But you know what? If he's on the East Coast, that means we don't have to see him as much. So at least that's the one silver lining, right?
I guess.
Sure. No, to your point, like I don't think we're gonna wait for anybody. I know this was like a long discussion we've already had, not just here, but with Acuna. I don't think that we're gonna go for somebody that we're gonna wait to develop. We need a home run. Right?
Yeah.
We got these wingers that are ready to run. The clock is ticking on Yoshida. So as far as your question goes, Bryant, I think they might have like romanced it, but in a sense, it's like, hey man, we can give you 1.7 or whatever the max time is, and take it or leave it.
Yeah,
I don't think we're ever going to give him like any kind of close to DP contract. So,
and with the team that's ready to compete now, so I mean, he would have been able to compete here, but still, we didn't. The whole loss of Ricky is a big hit for the LA Galaxy.
By the way, people listening out in YouTube world, the phone lines are open. So if you want to call in at any point, because we're going to try to milk the shit out of the show. So if you want to call in and just waste time, make fun of Brian and Edgar for being a Bay Area fan, please.
Beat the Rams. Beat the Rams.
Yeah, that's not how it goes. It's just so you know, that's not how it goes. So,
all right.
Yeah,
Beat the Rams.
It does for me.
So that number is 951. I don't remember it because it went off the screen. One more time, 951 523 0791. I was saying that because I was typing it, and now you're going to see it up here in your YouTube. There you go.
There you go.
But anyways, it's moving on. There's some controversy.
What?
Yes.
What isn't there controversy in MLS?
Edgar's gonna help it. Edgar's gonna help get a little more into this because he has slight insight on this. So there's rumors of a Tristan Blackmon being looked at by Miami. We've seen all the moves that Miami's done. We all question it. I get it. 2 big players left, but all of a sudden you're hearing from one end, oh, you get rewarded for winning MLS Cup, but then on the other end, we're hearing the bonuses and you get punished for winning MLS Cup when it comes to us. So remember this. We did this for the first time last week when we had Rob on. I ask you again, Brian, Edgar, make it make sense.
I don't know. Go ahead, Edgar.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I mentioned before, we have an MLS group chat on Twitter, and it's pretty well represented by a lot of people from different teams, right? And we have several guys from Inter Miami in there, and we've been seeing all these moves go down over the last 6 months, I would say, and every time something happens, people in there are like, well, that's something. That's interesting. How did they manage that? And what we always hear from the Miami guys is like, well, how come your general manager isn't smart enough to figure out all the ins and outs? If we can do it, why can't you do it? So that's the thing we always hear, right? And then they win MLS Cup, and you're like, okay, Garber got what he wanted. Messi's raising that cup, but I guess on his way out, Garber wants a little more because they're making it so that Miami is going to be one of the favorites to win the CONCACAF Champions Cup, and they're stacking that team like you don't believe. All of a sudden, we hear goalkeeper of the year, Dane Sinclair, is joining them. They're picking up all these other guys from around the world on these like very interesting contracts, and you're like, wait a minute, I thought that you win a cup, you get you got to pay the tax, right? I mean, we saw it with all the other teams that won. Even people will say, "Oh no, LAFC didn't get hit too hard." No, they did. You talk to the reporters, they'll tell you, "Yeah, we lost this guy, we lost this guy." So everybody's had to pay the tax, but not Miami. They didn't just. Not only did they not lose players, they got stronger, and they keep getting stronger. And then all of a sudden, we hear that that Tristan Blackmon is headed to Miami, and oh my God, it was like he dropped a hornet's nest into that chat group because everybody started going like, "What the hell is this? How can they do this? This is this something's fishy, something's going on," and everybody got mad. And the Miami guys were defending themselves, saying, "Well, why doesn't your team do that? We're smart. Our team is smart. We're figuring things out. You guys are playing checkers. We're playing chess." And not paraphrasing, but that's pretty much the gist that we were getting. And one of them, our buddy Danny, was saying, Danny Solana, he was saying, "Well, I don't mind embracing the villain role. We're gonna be the bad guys, and that's fine." And I thought of Razor Ramon, who's the bad guy. But the thing is, right? Eventually, several hours later, it turned out that the Tristan Blackmon news, that was the one that really set everything off, right? Defender of the year. It turned out to be false in quotations, because I dug a little deeper and I talked to our good buddy Nathan, who covers Vancouver, and I asked him, "Hey, what's going on? Can you explain to me the fallout of what happened with that? It was was it real?" And he's like, "Well," he was like, I'm gonna paraphrase as best as I can here, but he said, pretty much the sense around here was shock because it was right on the tail end of Ahmed Mouba. He's one of their best players too, who he went to Norwich in the Premier League, right? And he said we all felt two key players leaving so close together was bad, but when it was revealed that the Blackmon thing was false, it switched to anger. The general belief is that the MLS front office is stirring shit up, and we get to be the fall guys. And then we talked about how like the whole attitude of the Miami fans, and he's like, it's a common thread among Miami fans that basically if we can do it, why can't anyone else? They aren't looking at the specific benefits that Florida teams get, right? Florida has a different tax structure, which is one of the reasons why the Florida Panthers have been so successful in recent years. A lot of players, find it, beneficial to their financial status going there. And of course, the draw of Leo Messi, how his contract, and he reminded me, his contract is paid by everyone in MLS, right? And there's a bunch of other little intangibles. And then he said, what bugs me is also that the Miami Herald, he goes, I think they're reputable, had reported it. So where did they get their sources? He goes, he said, I feel that the league, this is a league-based thing, which is trying to disrupt the player to the benefit of their token club. And then he added later on, one of the reporters up in Canada who works for Transfer Market uncovered that the deal fell through because Miami only wanted to pay the $3 million in installments, which would mean it would be difficult to bring someone else. And he punctuated it by saying, classic dick move from Miami.
I mean, a couple of things could be true, right? One, that why aren't other teams doing it if it's within the rules? That could be true. It could also be true that Miami is getting special treatment, which, I mean, knowing how Garber does his new toys every year at every season that they come in, then that could also be true. But
Yeah. So this one goes out to our friend Don Garber.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Yeah, we know. Come on, we were his favorite toy at some point. So
yeah, and then now we're not, and that makes us mad.
No, I mean, I knew you guys were going to say that, but this is the thing, right? And I brought that up in our conversation in the chat room. I was like, at one point, LA Galaxy was the focus of this league. I was like, but even then, right? Even when we had, the new DP rule with Beckham, LA Galaxy tried to bring in big names. You guys remember, right? We had players like Edgar Davids coming over here. We had other players coming in, and the league would always say, you got Beckman. I mean, you got Beckham, but you can't bring all the other guys. Sorry, it doesn't fit in the new structure. And every time LA Galaxy tried to bring in somebody big, they were told, no, you can't do it. No, you can't do it. Which is why eventually they went for the extra DP. But I guess that doesn't apply to Miami, right?
Yeah.
Garber really wants the CONCACAF Champions Cup in his closet there.
We got one already.
No, but like imagine Messi lifting one.
Yeah, it's way bigger than UEFA Champions League. We all know that, so you need that image.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've been there before, though. I'm not talking about those years, Edgar. I'm talking about when we were able to get at some point like Cole, Dejan, and all them. I don't think there was no foul play there, and I think that is proven with everything that happened with Pavon and all that. We got caught up in it later because we didn't have that benefit anymore. I think we got away with it for so long that we were used to it, and then all of a sudden we weren't allowed to do it anymore.
For real.
So I don't buy that we weren't involved in some foul play either.
Well, LA Galaxy had to pay the tax, right? I mean, look at the suspension that Chris Klein got and all the other stuff that happened.
Yeah, and that's because we used to be able to get through it, and then now we're not cool anymore. So when we try to do it, we're crying. Garber's like, "What the fuck? Nah."
What do you mean? We're the 6-time champion.
No. You're not playing anymore.
Garber's like, "There's your cup. Shut up.
You're not playing with David anymore. Get out of here." Yeah. So.
Yeah, that makes it hard.
Wait, yeah. Let's not forget, by the way, that David Beckham is one of the owners of Miami. So
yeah, also.
Oh, you heard it here first. Edgar confirmed. Garber has a crush on Beckham.
I mean, who doesn't?
He made the league big.
Yeah, there you go. Anyways, moving on. We'll see how that plays out. Again, it smells of foul play, right? And from what Edgar, was able to dig out, it sounds like they were trying to bust a fast one. But luckily, Blackmon and his camp didn't allow it to happen. So
he said that it might still happen. He goes because he says nothing's been set in stone yet, and he gets Nathan said that the sense is that Miami is still going to figure out a way to still get Blackmon, and some Vancouver fans are afraid that's going to happen.
Oh my God.
I hope not. I hope not, man. I mean, at this point, even then, it already feels like they're gonna get it right. They're favorites for back to back, so that only makes things worse. Let's just hope not. What I'm hoping is, and let's kill this one quick, that maybe they assign someone like Tyler Boyd. So Tyler Boyd, ex-Galaxy player, was released by Nashville, coming back from a bad ACL tear.
Yeah.
Like we need another one of those, right? So Tyler Boyd released from Nashville, guys. I just bring it up because the internet, Twitter, everyone loves to just talk. Yeah. Yay or nay?
For the LA to come back to no, definitely not.
Okay. Let me try this again. Just I'm on nay right now too. Let me do this again. Give him Zabaleta's contract, which is like the minimum. Yay or nay?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for peanuts,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
man.
I'm just asking, it's that will it happen? Probably not, right? There's probably a team that will give them some kind of payday. Maybe not with he wants, but I think higher than the minimum. Guti, yay, nay, minimum Zabaleta's contract?
No.
Damn, not even. He said
Ooh.
bring him to Familia. Anyways. No, we have enough knee problems here in Familia too, so maybe not. That spot is taken up by me, good sir. So another one, guys. A little more. I know I skipped around. We were supposed to do MLS news, but I sprinkled in a little bit of the Tyler Boyd there because technically it is MLS news since he was leaving Nashville.
Yep.
But here's where things get interesting, right? We're gonna go. Actually, I'll save the more interesting for last. So leaving the league, Josef Martinez. I thought this was to be actually. It is interesting to me. Decided to take his talents to Cholos, Tijuana.
Yes.
Which is a very interesting move. You know, it's been a while, but we've seen quote unquote washed up MLS strikers look for a second life in Mexico and be successful. Like Pescadito had a slump here, went to, I want to say it was Puebla, right? Found himself there. Same thing, Hercules Gomez kind of found himself slumping here. Made as well, I think to Puebla's as well. Or was it Santos first? Or where did he go first? Or Leon? I forget where he went.
Santos.
But anyways, he found a new life over there too. So I got no hate on Josef Martinez, even if he was a Smurf.
He's gonna love that life.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go have Chinese food all the time. I think. I don't know if he likes Chinese food, but I'm just saying.
Greatest Chinese food establishment of all time.
Oh, but it's an interesting one. Again, I have no hate towards Joseph, and my thing is just like everybody else here. When it comes to MLS, it always feels like our kids, right? When they leave, and I just wish them success, especially in a rivalry league like that. You want them to show that, oh, look, this league is superior to yours. So that's one more reason, one more incentive for him to do great. But outside of that, it's that whole like, oh, watching their kids leave the nest kind of deal.
Now, I dig that move, especially from everything that you said. But I do have a question. Could he have been a piece that the LA Galaxy could have looked at as well?
No.
Why is that?
Guti waving. The Matumbo Guti.
Matumbo it. Why not?
I can give some depth on that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
About a year ago, when Atlanta was out there spending all this money around, there was talk about reuniting Miggy with Joseph. You guys remember that they were the cornerstones of that team that won the MLS Cup for them. But even then, Atlanta United was like, yeah, nah, I don't know about that. They didn't end up doing it because he's never been the same since that injury that he suffered. That pretty much brought he wasn't the same for Atlanta United, and he would show here and there. He would do these amazing things, show some signs of brilliance, his prior brilliance, but he was never the same player after his injury. And I get the feeling, he's damaged goods. And, we're just talking about Tyler Boyd, right? And we're still kind of reeling over what happened with Ricky. And if you're going to talk about bringing in a player that has such a terrible, past with injuries, we want to get away from that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, go have fun over there.
Yeah.
I got taller. No, but if I'm better off in the situation we have now, right? We still have a chance to see Nasi, what Nasi can do in a full off season. Get used to the country. He gets a year older, one more year of experience. And Joe's going to probably demand a lot more money, so I'm better off. I don't think at this point in what we've seen for Joseph lately, I would have ever considered him, unless he's going to take like Cristian Ramirez's like a spot and money and all that. Then
that's what I meant. I don't think him as a starting player here in the LA Galaxy would have worked regardless. But somebody a veteran that could come behind Nascimento, maybe kind of show him the ropes, teach him a few things. They're both South American. That could be a connection in some way. Look at that bicep arm over there. There you go. Nag after dark, baby. So yeah, I would have taken him on that Zabaleta contract to come off the bench and be a veteran for the young nasty man himself. All right, cool.
From one new Cholo to an old Cholo, Cholo legend. I don't know. I don't follow enough, but one Joe Corona has called it, hanging up the boots for good. Now retired. Where did he go after that? I'll say it. Once a G, always a G. It's not a BJ move or a Marky move now because Marky's is up for debate. We'll see. Whenever he retires, we'll see if we we use that towards him. But definitely Joe Corona, once a G, always a G. He stuck it through us in a really, really rough time.
Two terrible rough spells.
Yeah. So, and he wasn't the problem then. So I kind of feel for him. And yeah, man. So good on him. Congrats on a great career. And yeah, maybe he'll move back to TJ and go enjoy that Chinese food and show Joseph around.
Yeah. Congratulations on retiring.
Okay, let's see here, guys. So let's start going from interesting to more interesting. I need a number. Either, guys, number 6, number 9, or number 10. I feel they're all just as interesting.
I want to do number 9 because it's funny.
All right, number 9.
Number 9.
Chucky Lozano. Chucky Lozano.
Oh, wait.
Hold on.
Right. He wasn't even ready for that one, huh?
Nah, I wasn't ready for that one.
Well, if you're not aware of what's going on, San Diego's first DP and was their marquee player coming into the league, Chucky Lozano, has been let go or part ways, or I'm not even sure. Like, I think it's not even really official, like as far as he's still part of the team, but they've already made it clear that he's not coming back, right?
Yeah. I also got a little insight on that because, like, in conversations with some of the other podcasters, especially the San Diego guys, they made it clear that midway through the season, Chucky said something to his teammates and his coaches, behind closed doors that really pissed everybody off. And all of a sudden, he was persona non grata, and he was no longer seen with the team. And whenever he was at games, he was sitting in the stands. He wasn't sitting with his teammates. And Mikey Varas, the manager from San Diego, was pretty much stating that something had gone down, discussions were had, and they were finding out a way to reincorporate him into the team. But apparently, whatever the hell he said, whatever the hell he did, even though we saw him there towards the end of the season and in the playoffs, he was never brought back to that same level of prominence that he was at the start of the season. And whatever it was, he really burned that bridge. And so to the point where, like, San Diego is announcing that they're letting him go. And the way, like, the attitude, the vibe that was given while Mikey Varas was talking about it, it was kind of like lowballing who he was. So that way, like, nobody really wants him. I mean, nobody really stepped up to say, we want Chucky Lozano. And I started asking other podcasters, hey, would you guys want Chucky Lozano? Everybody was like, nope. And one of them is like, maybe.
I guess on the right price. I did see this thing about 2 days ago with Chucky having interest from Mexican club Pumas. Here's a little pic of it if you guys want to watch it.
Oh, there it is. Look at it. It's him next to the great insider.
Oh, yeah. What I want to really hear is what Guti has to say.
Now to our Mexican national team expert, Guti.
Oh, man. This is hilarious. Imagine thinking that you're going to be the franchise player of a new team. And just for some guy that I have never heard of Andres Dryas in my life. For him to come and overshine you is fucking funny, and it's amazing. I've said this about Chucky before. He has a very bad attitude problem. And I'm pretty sure that's what got him into this mess, and I'm glad. That's what he deserves. He wants to go right away in Liga MX. He can do whatever he wants. He can go. He's done. That's all I got to say. I don't think he was a great signing for them. I think it was just, of course, a signing to bring people to their seats at Snapdragon. But it's the fact that, again, he got overshined by someone we knew nothing about. It's just hilarious to me. So, and all I was gonna say is you did terrible. Even you did whatever. Bye-bye. Have a great life in wherever the fuck you're going.
Damn, bro, what the fuck you do to you?
Here's what's gonna happen, guys. And this is gonna be great because we're gonna do another show. We're gonna have Guti on. He's either gonna sign with the Galaxy as a TAM player or he's gonna sign with Chivas. It's gonna be one or the other.
You know how mad I was? You know how frustrated I was when we signed Efra, dude?
Man, you get mad at everything.
I do,
fair.
but but that was
Hey, he had an assist to Aguirre, which is another XG.
He did yesterday.
Yeah.
Still not good enough.
Don't be hating.
No, still not good enough.
Chicken nugget all the way, baby.
No, I'm good. Still not good enough.
All right, so I'm gonna pick the next one then, since this is within topic, right? We're talking about Mexican League National League Mexican national team players.
There you go. Yeah,
I didn't know he played soccer, but Triple H. Oh no, wait. I have it. I got you. Is going back to Houston. Then you hear it's funny, right? It's like, why would you do that, right? The way it ended, but in my opinion, don't let that be like your memory of him, because I remember him not being bad for the team. I remember watching him play. I'm like, hey, this guy's actually pretty good, and I wouldn't mind him here. And you think, oh, why would they do that? You know, he's been gone for a year, right? Just a year. And they had that ending, but then you start to hear like, oh, he might come back as a non-DP. To me, my opinion, that's a no-brainer. I would have done it. That's a good move by Houston. Even if it is like a low-budget DP, it's not the worst move. But if he's not a DP, it's a great move. What do you guys think?
Well, I have what could have been, or what could be his contract. I got this from Tom Bogert.
That was a liar. Hold on.
The goat.
Respect.
He made a post. He says, sources: Houston Dynamo finalizing deal to sign midfielder Hector Herrera. Herrera, 35, spent 2024 with Dynamo and joined Toluca. Herrera won't be a DP for Houston. So, yes, 100% yes. I know you mentioned it, Eddie. I just wanted to confirm it. But yeah, 100%. I mean, no DP. You take that 100% every time, don't you? I mean,
yeah,
he was good with Toluca and with Houston.
Can we go back to our expert?
What you think?
Eddie knows how much I hate this guy, man. You have no idea how bad I hate this guy.
This is why I picked him.
I hate him so much. He didn't even do anything with He didn't do anything with Toluca. He sat on that bench for a whole season and he won 2 trophies without doing anything.
Perfect. That's how good he is.
he was leading from the bench, man.
Oh my god, dude. I hate him. I hate him for other reasons, but no, I don't know, man. That's
dude. Let me just bring something up that made me laugh when I heard these news, because I remember when the whole spitting stuff happened. Our buddy Colin, who covers the Houston Dynamo, right? He was like, yeah, screw this guy. You know, what a disgraceful thing to do. You know, how embarrassing for our club. You know, I don't want to see him back in my team and blah, 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 blah. And then you start hearing the news about him coming back, and Colin's all like, yeah, we got our guy. And, the team was crap about him. Yes, he's back. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute. This is not the same, things I heard a year ago. What's going on? It reminded me of like one of the Miami fans who, like, right after the whole thing with Suarez happened, he was like, "What a disgrace! This guy has besmirched, our kid and the league. Get him out of here! I don't ever want to see him play in my club again." Yeah, fast forward 3 months later, yay, hail the champion! Yay, the great conquering champion! And I'm like, dude, everybody has like a short memory or something. What the hell?
Yeah.
Why can't you be like us older guys? We know how to hold a grudge, man.
Hey,
I mean, look at NAG, dude. We have an award named after someone because we hold a grudge for so long.
Yeah, and I still take a shot at Efra every time I get a chance.
I said 3 of the awards.
This is not my
awards.
This is not my quote, so don't take this as my advice. But I once heard LeBron James left Cleveland, came back, and got him a ring. Always go back to your exes.
Oh man!
So there you go. Houston took the LeBron approach.
Take the LeBron approach.
Not my quote. No, again, I would have done it as a non DP player today. Yeah. Like it was, if this offseason, but whatever. It's also that, right? Like I mentioned it before, Edgar was talking about holding a grudge, but you're holding on to that one memory.
Yeah, we also keep in mind you hold on to that one memory, but you also got to realize that he did when he signed 2023, 24, don't remember when he was decent when he was here. Yeah. It's just that one moment was in the playoffs when he spat the ref that forever like ruined his image here in MLS.
Well, I guess not anymore.
Yeah, I guess they just threw out the window like, hey, welcome back, buddy.
Welcome back.
Oh wow!
I think my mic caught it. So,
whoa.
Next one, guys. Next one. This is where things get a little interesting because I think I might have mentioned this guy in our show, or at least I meant to, and I just was like, "Fuck it." Why? Because he's doing well. So Tom Bogert confirms that conversations have started between Josh Sargent and Toronto FC. $18 million bid is where we're starting at. What 18 million gets you today? It seems like a big number, but I don't know. I mean, is that where we're at? The world of football, right? He's doing well. I don't know what his dreams are as far as playing in Europe, if he wants to go to the Prem or he wants to leave Norwich to the Prem, but I don't think it was going to come cheap to pry him out of that team. It's interesting now because we're talking shit about Zimmerman, like make it make sense was a topic with Zimmerman last week, but maybe that conversation with Zimmerman in Toronto is like, hey, we're going to spend money this offseason and we're going to go and get some players. So the fact that they're willing to throw out $18 million for Josh Sargent kind of shows me they mean business, right? They're not going to just phone in this season. But boys, $18 million for Josh Sargent. Is that worth it? Is that a little too much?
If I would say it's not. Seeing just because of his production level in the championship, it gets compared a lot to where does it compare to MLS level, right? You would think they'd be on equal footing now. The championship used to be the better league, but MLS has been slowly creeping up. And for him to come over here, maybe with the hopes of him getting called up to the national team, it makes sense. And good for them. I would want a striker like Josh Sargent in the LA Galaxy, but if he's in MLS, I'm excited to watch him.
He's my new favorite American ginger ever since Lala's got canceled.
What you got on Sargent, Edgar?
It's sorry, go for it.
No, I just think it's weird how this whole thing, like the stuff that's swirling around, because ESPN reports that Norwich manager Philippe Clement said after a match where Norwich City beat Mansfield in the FA Cup, right? And he said that Sargent refused to play in the game, and that after the game, Sargent texted him that he wouldn't play because of quote unquote transfer things in his head. But Clement remained. He said that no, there's no way that they're gonna transfer him. He's gonna stay with the Canaries, but that's a lot of money. I personally don't think he's worth it. I feel like he's one of those players. I know this is people are gonna be like, "Ah, you're such a hater." I feel like he's one of those players that every year for like the last 4 to 5 years, you keep hearing like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be good. This guy's gonna be good. He just needs to be in the right location. This guy's gonna be good." And we hear that over and over and over and over. And I just feel like he never, ever, ever gets to that point where you're like, "Okay, this guy is good." And I think he's one of those reasons why this generation of U.S. soccer has not lived up to the expectations that a lot of people thought they were going to get to. They're better than previous generation, but I don't know. I just feel like he still hasn't proven himself enough to warrant that much of a contract in MLS.
Here's the thing. Are you measuring him like at a national team level? I don't want to put him. Okay, I don't want to put him in the same category because I actually like Josh Sargent, and I'm it's coming. I'm one of those guys too, bro. Trust me. I always say it too. It's like, oh, this is his year. He's gonna break out. But I mean, what he does at the club level, he can become, again, I hate to
But
say it, it's, hold on, and I'll let you go after this. He can become a Yasi or a Wondolowski or a Connor Casey or Brian Ching, who puts up big numbers in the club level. Just that U.S. jersey is either just too heavy or it doesn't fit their style. So I don't know. 18 million does seem like a lot, honestly, in my opinion. When it comes to MLS, it's a package, right? You have to, one, perform in the field at that price, and two, sell jerseys and put butts in seats. So 18 mil to me, a little steep. I'd like to see him in MLS, but not for 18 mil. Guti, my bad.
no, I was going to say that the only reason why, in my opinion, the only reason why Josh Sargent hasn't been that like player was Norwich is that team that's always promoting and relegating every year. So there's moments where he's like great because he's in the championship, that's probably his level. But once he gets to the Premier League, like Norwich just completely falls. And like I said, every year every year they're promoting or every year they're relegating. So a move for him here in MLS, I think it would benefit him. 18 million is pretty wild. I say go for it, especially with a team like Toronto who has been out of like the game for like the last few years. I think it'd be perfect for them specifically.
And you pair him up with Insigne, it could work out. I mean, they probably have more issues than just those two attacking players. They had like a whole. They need a whole.
To quote our favorite Spenny, it's not our money. Go for it.
It's not our money.
Not $18 million coming out of our pocket, boy.
Go for it.
Who's Spenny?
Oh, don't talk about
I
know. That's messed up.
Hey, Spenny was here before you, all right? So you need to calm down over there. He has seniority.
Okay, Insigne is no longer with Toronto, man. Huh? Insigne is no longer with Toronto.
Yeah.
And Bernadeschi isn't either, right?
They got rid of all those guys, dude. They're like their captain is Jonathan Osorio and
go for it.
George Mihailovic. They got him from Colorado. He's right. their only DP. They really don't have many people.
Sargent next to Altidore. It's gonna be good.
You don't even play there anymore.
Joe's not even there anymore, man.
Oh my god. Anyways. So let's get into some kind of Galaxy stuff because we don't have an image from the actual Galaxy Bowl. There was like media day a couple days ago in Miami where you saw the jackets, the Anthem jackets make their first appearance. One thing that stuck out to me, and any other possible Adidas hater out there, Adidas hater as far as jerseys, right? Because I hate that they throw the 3 stripes on everything. We get it. Your logo's 3 stripes. But they were like, they heard me, and they're like, fuck you, Eddie. Look at these thick-ass stripes. So you saw him on the jacket first. The other day, oh, god damn it. Those Revolution jerseys leaked. And this brings me on to our new segment. Bryant, why?
I have no idea. They're not that offensive. I don't find them that appalling. But I see what you mean. For one, this jersey is the New England Revolution league that they had. It's a red one with blue stripes on the side, and the 3 big stripe Adidas logo on the left side of the chest. It's whatever, I guess. Edgar usually does these kits.
Your best to sell that jersey, and it was terrible. So
I mean, I wouldn't buy this one because it's a Revolution one.
It has Gillette across the chest.
Look, it's bad enough that it's the Revs.
No, it's a nice kit. I mean, the Reds have had some pretty nice kits in recent years, but absolutely. I don't know what the hell Adidas has been up to recently, but Adidas has been coming out with these weird templates that just ruin whatever design the teams come up with. Because
copy and paste.
We talked about how the teams go through this process of 3 years, 2 to 3 years to design a kit. Ask people whether or not they like it, and try to get some community input into it, and then they put it out there, right? But no matter what the hell they come up with, Adidas like forces everyone to use the same stupid template where imagine it's like a frame, and then whatever you come up with has to fit within this frame. So it doesn't matter if you have like a really cool design, which would look fantastic if it like went all over, like the shoulders, maybe to the back. No, they had to fit within this small frame that's just like the chest area and the stomach, and that's it. And it doesn't go to the back. Like the Miami, I mean the Minnesota kit from a couple years ago, the one that they're gonna replace this year, the one with the stars. I thought that was amazing, but like it ended like right here, and then you have these. You're right, Eddie. Those stripes are ugly, man. I don't know why the hell they went with such like thick ass stripes. Like we get it, right?
So is it the front stripes that you're mostly offended with, or the ones on the
I don't
side and the
I don't
shoulders?
Yeah, I don't like the stripes. I don't like that weird yoke that they have, like, coming down from the shoulders, because it limits like the amount of space you have for your design. I'm sure somebody put this together like from the Revolution. They're like, oh, this is a cool design. It looks great. And then they give it to Adidas, and then they slam this template on, and it cuts off the edges and makes it look like it's unfinished.
It's funny. It's like when you have like this perfect profile picture and you want to make it your profile picture, but it doesn't fit like in the crop little area. Oh, fuck. You can't see the background. But yeah, it sucks, right? The Adidas template. It's like if they give you like, this is what you have to work with. I compare this to my next favorite Adidas jersey, which was the 25th anniversary ones. Terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, here's these ugly ass templates with the stripes here. Here's these ugly ass jerseys with these thick stripes here. What do you want on the inside? Make it work, and you're already like at a disadvantage. That you have to make that shit work somehow. So that's my problem with it. That's my problem with Adidas. They just.
This is why I really like when they do those third kits, because they get more of a license for creativity, and those don't have to conform to those weird templates that they do. They have a little more freedom, but that's not your primary, right, or your secondary. So you're stuck with whatever Adidas gives you. But yeah, oh yeah. By the way, since we're talking about the kids and all that stuff, Galaxy made it official that the alignment of the stars has changed. The one big difference is that the little gold star representing the first to five is now gone. Obviously, we're not the champs anymore. God, nobody wants to confuse us with Inter Miami as being MLS Cup champions. So to get rid of that nice little gold star that was there for the first to five, even though for the first to six doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Damn.
It's funny. Inter Miami doesn't even have a gold star on top of their crest.
They don't?
No, it's silver.
Oh, whatever. But
They're lame.
that's funky.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it.
It's whatever. We have 6 stars, so that's cool, I guess. So I didn't really feel like it was a hot topic, because I think we all imagined that's what it was going to be like, right? Yeah. And it was just a matter of let's see what it's going to look like. And me. Anyways, all right, guys. More Galaxy stuff, and we're winding down here. So if anybody wants to call, that'd be cool. So we're hearing reports that Nascimento is coming back. I know Edgar talked about last week how Botafogo has that transfer ban. So we thought, maybe he's going to go back home, but apparently not. Apparently Nascimento is set to stay. There is conflicting reports, some about being 6 months, some about him transferring over for $6 million, which he would take one of the U22 spots. I'm not mad at either. I'm a Nasi fan, and also I want to be able to create the so nasty sound bite. So I'm with it. I like him, and at the end of the day, he'll be taking the U22. And I know it's $6 million, but like the great Spenny once said, it's not our money.
I'm in for it too, but I know Edgar has some insight, so I'll give it to you, Edgar.
I do. I gave all that info to Eddie, and Eddie just said it.
Okay.
To reiterate, and just to so we all understand, what we do know, it's for now, at the very least, it's until mid 2026. So comes summer, Galaxy can reevaluate what they have with him and decide whether or not they want to buy him outright or just let Botafogo keep him. So he is going to occupy one of the U22 initiative spots for the LA Galaxy. And just a reminder, he has scored 6 goals in 28 previous matches. But yeah, I would Eddie and I were discussing this before we came on. It's kind of like an extended audition to see if maybe he shows signs of evolving into a more reliable striker. Because we know LA Galaxy was hoping to have Ricky back, so the focus was like, okay, we solidified the defense. We're getting our midfielder back, and now we just have to focus on looking for a more reliable striker. And now, with Ricky out, you're like, oh my God, okay, so now you got to find somebody to fill that DP slot. And then, you got to still have a forward, somebody who can put the goal, put the goal in the net. And I mean, the ball in the net. And so you're like, okay, now you got two things to worry about. And somebody on Twitter pointed out, wouldn't it be great if LA Galaxy, has that open DP slot, and now they can go and get Dejan Joveljic to come back to the LA Galaxy as a DP? But
Oh,
no,
nah.
yeah,
That's not how it works. Come on.
that bus has left the building. Hey, what happened to? Wait, where's Bowser?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. Guti, how do you feel about the move?
Nah, see. It ain't bad. But it's gonna be a loan, right, for 6 months?
Yeah.
Is that the thing? So like, what if like it's a bust, right? What does that mean? Do we go after Lewandowski?
Damn, I don't know.
Yo,
I really don't know.
that's a good point. And now that he puts it that way, 6 months. I hope it's that one, because you could see like, oh, should we use this DP slot on a forward? Is Nasi gonna do it? Oh, but who knows? Who knows? Because they could sign a DP before then.
Yeah.
And I would. So here, my thing is too is that if you're gonna wait, if that's the plan, then I mean I'm all for it. But if you want to bring that DP, that backup DP, you got to do it now.
Yeah. As soon as tomorrow, there could probably be some news about that. But I mean,
about
so no, because okay. So the most important things to try to get as for the LA Galaxy is a creative attacking midfield and a striker. Right now, your best player, Ricky Puig, has gone down. Wouldn't it be smart to immediately try to get somebody for him? And I'm gonna throw a name out there. There's been reports that he's not the club that he plays for currently is not picking him up. Thiago Almada used to play with Atlanta, played with plays with Atletico Madrid. Why not bring him back to MLS and use that DP slot on a player like that? That would work perfectly with what the LA Galaxy is trying to do. And I mean, it ain't our money. Go for it.
Hey, don't use. I use
But
that.
wouldn't that be over like the what's it called I don't know the word I'm trying to fucking say.
starter cap?
Yeah,
No,
because don't we get like some of that money back for Ricky?
I'm not gonna pretend and act like I know all the fucking. Go watch Court of the Galaxy for facts. This is all feelings.
No.
Facts.
Yeah, this is all feelings, no facts.
I mean, and the LA Galaxy gets to go out and find a DP to replace Ricky. In the meantime, we talked about this last week. How and it came up as a topic of discussion too. Like in our MLS fan media chat room, where it's like somebody asked, "Hey, what do you guys do with Ricky?" And it's like, well, we've come to that impasse where the team has been built around him, and we were hoping he'd be back in the summer, and that never materialized. And then you're hoping that he's back at the end of the year, and that never materialized. And meanwhile, LA Galaxy is just waiting and waiting and waiting, and they're absolute trash. And then towards the end of the season, they started showing signs of life, and now you're at that point where like, okay, we know he's not here this year, so it's time to start moving on, right? There's no guarantee he's going to be the same when he comes back. Obviously, you want to stick with your guys, but you gotta think about the right here and now, and that's the difficult thing. That's just where Will Kuntz is really going to have to earn, his title and his
Yep.
his bucks, and figure out a way to still keep this team relevant. And we discussed, Eddie, it's, do you build around a team that still will fit Ricky's style, or do you start building it around somebody else you could bring in and be like, okay, this is our guy, but we're still gonna hold on to Ricky, just to show him a level of respect for what he sacrificed for us. But you're at the point where like you have to be relevant now, and especially with the opportunity in the Champions Cup, you got to do something now, like this month, because you got like I think like what almost a month now before Champions Cup kicks off. And how much time does that give you to bring a new player in and get them acclimated with your teammates?
Yep. Yeah, you are 100% correct on that. And something you mentioned, I think we got to get comfortable with the idea that we're moving on from Ricky. Those two injuries are very harsh to come back from. And for him to play like he did before, coming off of that injury, it might be that time. And it sucks to say, but it could be.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the Champions Cup or whatever how CONCACAF calls it now. So I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the move is here because I don't think there is that Band-Aid player that's gonna
Just
be good
real quick.
enough.
Sorry, just real quick, just to keep this in mind. The first LA Galaxy CONCACAF Champions Cup game will be in Panama on February 19th. So that's just over a month from now.
Yeah. So again, I don't know that there is that quality player that's going to fill that role. That's willing to take it. In that case, you just use Marco Royce and you get a backup.
Guatemala, baby, try to go for that. You should. The LA Galaxy should. He's played in MLS already. He's a proven attacking player.
But
Pick up the phone. Somebody call him.
I tried.
I tried to. I tried to.
I tried too. My phone blocked me.
Yeah. What the fuck? But I don't know, man, because I was already convincing myself to say fuck it, let's write it out until the summer, until somebody else is available. It sucks to say though, because I don't want to call it or say we're sacrificing the champions, CONCACAF champions, but because I think the team is still good enough, right? Defensively, it's not like this is like the best league or best region in the world. So I think even what we have until we run into like a Miami or something, then we're in trouble. Oh, I still think we write it out, dude. I still think we write it out and wait till the summer and see what's available. I think you kind of have to, because we're all here saying that you're going to move on for Ricky. If you're moving on from Ricky, then you're waiting for the right guy.
By the way, the teams that are in the LA Galaxy side of the bracket include San Diego FC, Pumas, Toluca, Vancouver, Cruz Azul, Monterrey, LAFC, Alajuelense. Those are the teams Galaxy, the top teams I think Galaxy would have to run into before running into Miami, who's in the other side of the bracket.
Yeah, but think about it like this, right? It's already tough. It's tough even if we do sign that Band-Aid or someone quick, right? So do you really want to do that, get stuck with someone and we fall short anyways? I think you have to think of that way, like for if you're Will Kuntz. Because I said it this year, I judge hard on whatever the hell Will Kuntz does next.
Okay, well, and if that's the case, the first couple MLS matches are going to matter. And if you don't have your complete squad to start off the MLS season correctly,
cool,
then some heads have to roll, right?
Let's go see who's available then and sign the next Douglas Costa. You know, it sucks, right? It sucks because you have to give Kuntz that time to find that guy. And I mean, the jury is out for Vanny still. It is, title or not. It's go ahead, Edgar.
No, we already said that this year there's no safety net, right? There's no excuses because this is even before Ricky was coming back. We're like, this is it. Ricky's back. There's no excuses. Vanny, you either sink or swim, and now Ricky's gone. So it's like, do you feel bad for Greg Vanny, or is this like that's it? You got to figure out what you got to do.
Okay, we're gonna be reasonable about it, right? I'm not gonna say Greg Vanny has to win MLS Cup.
No. Okay. I'll agree with that one. Yes, he doesn't have to win it.
I can't see another 2025. I can't.
Yeah.
We can't do it. The main issue has been resolved. In my opinion. Down the middle. So they gave him the tools. So you heard every other podcast. I don't think we've talked about it that much, and we've been in other podcasts where we talk about they ended the. I'm sorry, I don't mean to mock them, but they talk about how we ended the second half of the season better. Right? We had a winning record, and mathematically we would have been in the playoffs. Well, guess what? We basically still have that same team with a better defense.
Yeah. First 5 games, I think that's where I mean, I don't think we judge it harshly, but
I do.
Those first 5 games are very important. And like you mentioned,
you got to be in them.
You mentioned you got to wait for the right guy. Well, you got to do it now. I think you have to do it now.
By saying you got to be in them. Don't get blown out. I don't want to see those stupid goals come down the middle. So yeah, you got to be in these games. That's how I judge them. You have the tools. Let's see it. You're gonna play. We're talking about MLS. You're gonna play a game in the CVI. You're gonna go play a Champions Cup. So you'll have a couple games in you already.
What if they start off 2-3, 2 losses, 2 wins and 3 losses, or 1 win, 1 tie?
You're not even paying attention. You got to be in them. You can be 0-5.
Nah, you can't start off 0-5.
You can be 0-5, and then I have to look at the schedule. I take that back. 2-3 though. 2-3, and you're in the games. You're fine. But we're stalling here. Poor Adam right here, always contributing.
Yes, I know.
I know Edgar's dying to read it. I just see
that's all Guti right there.
Remember, hey, reminder. This money no longer goes to Ricky Pooch. This is now Eddie knee healing money.
Healing Eddie's knee.
Let's hear Guti Bowser read this one.
All right, is Santi Rodriguez or James Rodriguez a real possibility? I don't know a Santi Rodriguez. But a James Rodriguez right now?
At a 10?
Nah.
That's your bandit?
Nothing. I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't take him at all.
Nah, dude, that's another older player with injury history.
Yeah. Just keep Royce.
That's the case, yeah.
Hey, here, my another thing too. I've seen James Rodriguez play in Liga MX. He started off good up until Leon got that ban from Club World Cup. His downfall has been insane since.
Oh, is Guti boring you over there, Brian?
I know, for real, huh?
Yep.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah, but you said you can sit down and watch the 49ers all proud, huh?
Weirdo. Hell yeah. Gang, gang, baby. Beat the Rams. Beat the Rams. Beat the Rams.
Hey, I feel sorry for the Charger fans in here. Sorry, Eddie.
Nobody Chargers fan here,
My bad.
My bad, Shotty.
Wait, Santi Rodriguez he played for MIFC? This is what we're talking about, Adam?
What's his name? Maxi Morales?
There's no way we're getting Maxi Morales.
This is Santiago Rodriguez. He's in Serie A?
He plays for Botafogo.
Okay. Damn. Welcome to News Across the Galaxy.
Where we taking all Botafogo's players away, dude. They're dying over there.
Huh?
I said Botafogo's dying to keep their players, and we're gonna take another one of your good players away from you.
Well, we did mention if they had a super cell, why not go over there and snatch a couple of players?
They need players.
They also need financial backing, so
I'm definitely busting a nag here, just like looking up who this person is. Wow.
No, that's fine, and you're supposed to do that. I mean, why do you think reporters have the little keyboards in front of them, when they're doing the news? Like, yeah, that's actually correct. We just looked it up.
Well, I never heard a reporter.
Breaking news here on News Across the Galaxy.
Mushroom Kingdom's official hater.
Anyways, I have been speaking this into existence, and now there's a rumor floating out that I don't know how much to believe it, but I mean, you guys, wait, does this guy even play anymore?
Does he what?
Sorry, I'm still looking at Santi Rodriguez. I'm getting all my wires crossed here. Whatever. Anyways, we'll come back to that. Apologize, Adam. So anyways, there is one rumor. Well, actually, I'm skipping something. So I'll take the credit. A source.
Here you go.
There's potentially the sources. Trust me.
Wow.
There's rumors of a player announcement for the Galaxy either tomorrow or latest Tuesday. But honestly,
Thursday,
Tuesday. If you're reading between the lines, to me, I think that's just nacimiento. Sorry, guys, if I get you excited because I don't have any details besides that. My sources trust me, but. Yeah, so apparently there's going to be a player announcement either tomorrow or Tuesday. I think the Galaxy is pretty bad at keeping secrets. So I think if there was a real uh, big name player coming, we already at least heard that name. So my gut is telling me it's going to be Nascimento being announced, his extended stay, or whether we bought him or whatever. Unless you guys know something else.
I was gonna say, watch out of nowhere, like Galaxy's like, we're announcing Josh Sargent is now a G, and it's like, what? Where did that come from?
It would be kind of cool to have an unexpected signing of that caliber. Not Josh Sargent, so to say. Maybe like a Thiago Almada.
There you go. God damn.
Bring him here. Bring him.
You're obsessed with one, but that takes me to the rumor I'm obsessed with. I keep
Oh
bringing
no,
it
no, 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 no! I knew it. I knew you were gonna go there. I was about to say the one that Ed has kept Eddie up all week.
Go ahead, Eddie.
No, go ahead, Edgar.
The Nepo baby himself, Gio Reyna.
There you go.
Look at that. That's him laughing right there.
Why do you guys hate it so much?
That's when
Right?
he celebrates a goal. Hey, can you do it again? When he celebrates a goal? How does he laugh? He runs up to the goalkeeper and does that.
Here's the thing about Gio. Here's the thing about Gio, right? I get what he comes with. He has a little bit of a injury history, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, but there's no major injuries. Okay, there's no major injuries, right? You could all say that. Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Brian. And I get what he comes with, the whole drama. I'm not gonna excuse him, but he's what, 23? He has an attitude. Again, 23. But one thing that's not, it's undoubtable. He's a baller. You guys like want to forget like what he's done when he's playing and when he's actually performing. If you can find that consistently, why wouldn't you want him?
Give me some stats, Eddie. Hit me with some stats.
No.
No, I want to know.
I
You're trying to sell.
Got you. I'll give you some stats right now.
Go ahead.
12 matches, 0 goals, 0 assists, baby.
Let's hear the clapping. Come on.
Oh, wait.
You get a golf clap.
He's officially hit 007 numbers, my boy. How do you feel?
One of the
Nope.
things that you mentioned with him having an attitude, are you sure he would want to come to MLS? And at that, what if he's not the main guy on the team? You think he's gonna go for that? Like you
The
mentioned,
guy's
he's young, right?
He's never been the main guy in the team, though.
I mean, he was up and coming with Borussia. He was supposed to be the next guy, right? In there. But what makes you think that he want to come to MLS? Aside from maybe he needs to play and maybe he needs to get into some type of form to get into the national team. But the LA Galaxy, he'll come to the LA Galaxy. Isn't he from New York? Wouldn't the Red Bulls be a better fit for him? Wouldn't NYC be a better fit for him?
No history. He wants to, he wants to play in Europe. He wants to play for a big club. If you're going to come to MLS, and you still could kind of play for a big club, the biggest club, not just because we're fans. Besides Miami, now that is well known, what other team is well known? It's us, right? So he has that motivation. You pointed out some things for me right there. He wants to break into the roster, the World Cup roster. Right? He's got to know his attitude's got to change, and he's got to do something to make it. You're gonna get a hungry 23-year-old that can ball. We've seen it, and you're a USMT fan, both of you, and you guys can't see you've never seen anything special from this kid.
No, 100%. I agree with his talent. His talents would be a great supplement for what Ricky could do. It's what's between the ears that I'm concerned with.
Okay, what if would you take the chance on a loan?
Yeah, 100%. Yes, 100% on that.
It could be a loan. The kid wants to make the World Cup.
Dude, everything's all gravy until he runs into Diego Chara, and then he's gonna run screaming.
You'll get knocked here, bro. I mean, he has a skill to be, a top player here in MLS.
Yeah.
I just don't know if he's ready to commit to an MLS contract like that.
Dude, you know what my opinion of this kid is? He's soft like cotton candy, man. A lot of the players in this generation are like that. They're all fucking made out of cotton candy. You rub them the wrong way and they all fall apart, man. and that's the attitude I get from him. And also, in my previous interviews with a lot of these young U.S. players that go to Europe, you ask them, right? I remember I asked one of them. Shit, I wish I could remember who it was at the top of my head, but there was a couple of them that gave me the similar answer. Hey, I know you're playing over there, and you're on the bench. Would you ever consider coming to, to MLS? And then the attitude that I got was like, why would I go there? When I'm over here in Europe, I deserve to play over here. And guess what? Both of those guys ended up playing in MLS later on, and they stayed here once they got back. But Claudio, I mean, I'm not Claudio. Gio had the opportunity to play in the Premier League, all right, and never materialized because I don't think he could cut it there.
He did play in the Premier League.
No, but he had the opportunity to like really flourish. A lot of U.S. players go there and they cut their teeth there and they become like really big names, like a Clint Dempsey, a Bocanegra, a Brian McBride, and this guy he melts under the hottest lights. I have no faith in him. I feel like he does have skill. And if one day he were to really focus and mature, which at 23 it's kind of hard to ask for that, right? But show a level of maturity where where he can live up to the expectations and just focus on that, he'll be good. But you can't teach that. That comes with experience. And I feel like the kind of upbringing that he had, it's not going to happen. I mean, you saw his parents getting involved in his personal life as well.
Okay. I got a bit of a counter for you. Just the soccer aspect of it. The Premier League, all that, couldn't cut it, couldn't break it, whatever. 3 years ago, a Galaxy brought in on loan a 23-year-old then Ricky Puig, who couldn't make it into the senior roster. Barcelona,
That's funny because somebody in the comments just wrote that too.
I think Joe Cool is Eddie's burner account, dude.
And despite Gio's numbers, whatever, he's making appearances.
Yeah,
that's something that Ricky couldn't do at his age.
And what has that done for Borussia? When was the last time they won the Bundesliga?
Wait, I'm talking about.
But you also got to keep in mind this was a Barcelona team who was terrible. They were out signing players like Traore or something like that. They didn't have that full trust in Ricky.
Remember at the time we were discussing how Barcelona was going through a weird financial period where they were trying to unload players, and he was one of them. The team had the team.
I knew like he needed to.
Remember, they had to make a decision, and they decided to go with Javi instead of him. So obviously, it worked out for them. Who won? Was it Real Madrid or Barcelona?
I don't take that though.
One of the better teams in Europe.
I won't accept that because during the time when Ricky was here, Barcelona did that ginormous Spotify deal. So if they wanted him back, they would have took him back. So I don't. Yeah, that's the money has nothing to do with it. So. I just read Gio hater. I really hope Gio comes. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Look,
I'll tell you right now. I don't think it's gonna happen.
If you ask me to bring a U.S. player over here, right, like somebody that I feel would really make a difference, I would get like a Tyler Adams or a Weston McKennie. I would definitely not go for Gio right now.
Yeah, but we're talking about reality. Those guys,
those guys are expensive.
Well, right now, Tyler Adams is hurt, and I feel like Weston McKennie is going through a weird transitional era right now. Yeah. We might see him with an MLS team by the end of the summer.
I don't think so. I think McKennie gets a lot of interest in Europe, and he stays.
McKennie gets a lot of minutes in Europe too.
Yeah,
and
solid minutes too.
Adams is pretty established in Europe. I think he'll be fine. I think even with this injury, teams still want him. So come on, that guy was, I don't know, he was like fucking 12 years old when we first saw an interview from Tyler Adams. I'm like, damn, how old is this young guy?
All mature.
He's been for forever. You never knew like how old he was by the way he spoke.
Yeah, so, somebody, Joe Cool just said, bring Pulisic over. Imagine him scoring a goal and doing that funky little dance, over there in front of ACB. They would eat him alive, dude.
That'd be amazing.
No,
I wanted to ask you guys something about the whole, if Gio Reyna were to come, is Greg Vanny the right coach to steer him in the right direction?
Yeah, there's something I forgot to mention. You know who is the right guy? Someone that probably mentored him a lot. That was in that team that's here now. Marco Royce.
Marco Royce.
He's familiar with him. You know, that's a factor too that you have to consider. That could also like make him want. I mean, I don't think he's gonna end up here, but that could be another reason why you'd
All
want
right.
to.
Is Victor Vasquez to his Ricky Puig?
Yep. You've convinced me. Bring him over. Not my money. Bring him over.
Not my money. Not my money. Not my money. Yeah, you convinced me. I really hope that. Even though I don't think it's gonna happen, I really hope he comes. He has like dope ass 6 months or whatever it is, and then Edgar's on here talking about like, oh, I hope Ricky never comes back. And let's give him the captain's band and build him a statue today.
By the way,
with my goat.
I find it really funny that Guti actually likes someone because he's defending Gio.
Hey,
but Guti, what do you think about Gio?
That's my perfect example right there. He's a Mexican national team fan. He should be hating this rumor. He should be like, "Fuck this, fuck." The guy hates everything.
Bro,
the guy hates everything.
You gotta keep in mind too, though. This is the team that I fucking love.
There you go.
Anything to help this team to get them back to where they were before, I'll gladly take it. I'll gladly fucking take it. Even if it's just 1 year. If they're gonna use that one thing with that money for Ricky that we have for Ricky on Gio, fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I mean, if the focus. Okay, here's the thing. Remember, we said we're like at this weird impasse where you have to either start moving on from Ricky, or you just put a Band-Aid over it for 1 year and be like, fuck it, whatever. You know, you throw your hands up, and if that's the attitude that this team is gonna have, then yeah, pursue a Gio Reyna because that's a roll of the dice right there. But if you're gonna be like, you know what, we're not sure if Ricky's gonna be back at that same level he was when he got hurt, then you need to start moving on. But if you don't care, and if you're just gonna be like, well, let's take a roll of the dice because Ricky, is gonna be great when he comes back. So we're just gonna waste 1 year with Gio.
This has become a convince Edgar segment now because Brian's on board now. Right? We were just chanting "Not my money" a minute ago, so Brian's on board. But we're talking. You know what's funny? Because we talked about there isn't that guy that could be a Band-Aid. That's gonna work out, but maybe there is. Maybe it is this guy.
Again, no international slot needed.
No international slot needed. Hungry to make the World Cup roster.
I'm in, bro.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Edgar, why? Edgar.
And he can be a face for the Galaxy, dude, especially because he's young. He's very marketable.
And we go back on the streak of having a U.S. men's national team player represented.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
not my money. Not my money.
Not my money.
Running into like Walker Zimmerman or something like that.
All right. Last question, then we'll just end it there. Okay. Edgar.
Yo.
6-month loan for Gio or just no replacement at all? Play it out like this.
6 months loan? That'd be great.
There it is. Bam. He's in. Not my money. Not my money.
Not my money.
We got him though. We got him, right? We got him. He's
yep. I think a Guti soda for me. He just like smiled.
I was like, you did the passion, huh?
Good shit, Goots.
It's so funny because there is no way none of this is gonna happen. We're over here speculating.
We're over here playing FIFA Manager, right?
Yep.
He said yes. Vasquez is still playing. How did we sign him again? All right, boys. We did it. We did pretty good.
Whatever.
Over an hour, but
I feel like we rushed to this whole damn thing. Honestly,
I got nothing else. You got anything else?
Just that. Who is it? St. Louis City picked up a player who was with the U.S. Youth National Team. He's pretty good. Edelman, I think is his name. Daniel Edelman. He was playing for the U20s, U22s, and they're very excited about him because he used to be playing for the Red Bull team. He came up to the Red Bull Academy, and he's somebody to look forward to. St. Louis, man. Let me tell you, because like I said, when we talk to these people, right? I talk to these people every week, and there's teams right there that are like, they're scratching their heads about what the hell is going on with that. We're complaining about how Miami is doing all these dealings, right? And we're watching them, and we're coming off winning an MLS Cup, right? And then you have teams like St. Louis and Colorado and Kansas City, who you look at who they picked up as managers or what they have going on, and it almost feels like they're like either spinning their wheels in the mud or they're just like going backwards and falling off a cliff. And we're in a good situation. I feel like LA Galaxy is gonna be doing good, but look at what the other teams are doing. The teams, like we said, the teams that were directly in front of LA Galaxy. So looking forward into the season, I'm pretty optimistic that we're not gonna have a repeat of 2025. But my God, if they're gonna pick up somebody for a DP contract, please let it be something smart. Don't just like make a knee jerk reaction. Like I said, I wouldn't want Gio here on a permanent basis or like a longer basis. But if it's a 6 month loan, which is like there's no guarantees he'll be here at the end of the summer, that's fine with me. I don't care.
Hell yeah, you heard it here first.
Edgar doesn't care. Edgar doesn't care.
Gio right into the Galaxy.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Gio shows up, there's no pop. Everybody just
There's like the perfect headlines right there. Gio hater approves. Mexican approves. Boys are in on Gio. All right, guys. So we did it Sunday night, and we appreciate everyone who stayed with us here to the end. We stretched the show. We got it in. I hope you guys were entertained as much as we were. I think the Gio Reyna part was my favorite. So if you're asking anyone to listen to this episode, fast forward to the Gio part because it was great. If you're looking for me on any socials, well, actually, just hit me up here. Hit me up to NAG. It's my name, Eduardo Camp _ And yeah, appreciate you guys. 2026 in full effect. Holidays are over. Back to work. Edgar, where can they find you?
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram as Edgar Nags. Please be on the lookout for some interesting conversations we're going to have with some MLS personalities. And of course, once the season starts, more midweek show.
Midweek shows are cool. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Bryant Nags. And I think that's it.
Better watch out, Guti.
What did he say? What did you say?
A good one. What did he say? How much money super chat for Eddie to give Guti a stunner?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that'd be dope. Guti, where can they find you, sir, if you want to give it out?
Warzone.
Find them on Warzone. All right, guys. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's what the comment was. It was a comment. I thought you were saying in.
Hey, shout out my boy Juan.
Again, appreciate all you guys for tuning in to Galaxy on this beautiful Sunday nights. We're going to get up out of here. Until next time.
Whoa, wait. We got a super chat.
Oh, yeah. Here we
That was
go.
for you.
Yes, we will have a preview with NYCFC, either with the Cooligans or with one of the new NYCFC pods. Don't worry, we got you.
Actually, no. There's going to be his midweek show for versus NYFC will be with Gio Reyna. He's going to ask him, why'd you choose the New York?
That is exactly what it's going to be.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be great. Shout out to Edgar in the midweek show. He puts in a lot of work while the rest of us are just sleeping. Well, Brian, too. I'm the one that's sleeping. Yeah, after that, he'll get out details. The Cooligans are always fun. I hope you can get them at some point again because, yeah, no offense to anybody else, but those have been some of my favorite episodes. As you guys know, those guys are pretty big for a reason. So, yeah, again, thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in from Edgar. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Keep on nagging. Juan, super chat.
Almost Juan.
Oh, that's it. He said $10 for a stunner. Go for it, Eddie.
Stunner his ass. Stunner.
We'll come towards it though. That's $10 right there. Anyway, for Edgar, Bryant, and Guti, my name's Eddie. We'll get up out of here. Like Edgar and Bryant like to say, Nagaria.